Hey MotoAmerica fans, this is Max Flinders. Make sure you go to MotoAmerica YouTube channel and subscribe, comment, like. If you see me, definitely put a thumbs up.
I know, and this is where it gets crazy. Are you ready for race action? We are. Tyler Scott with a good launch. A mega launch from Scott. Look at that,
wow.
Jason.
And this is what we didn't see yesterday. Ty Scott never got to the front yesterday. Now he's got that KTM leading. We saw him running back as far as 6 yesterday and kind of making his way through. Let's see if all these junior cuppers get through turn 1. They do. I'm looking to see who we got up front right now. Looks like Max Van got a good start. There's Cody Wyman riding around the outside, moving himself into second. See Jack Roach on the inside in about 5th place at the moment. One of our riders runs a little wide. I believe that's Avery Dreyer just running out just a little bit wide on the exit of turn 3. No harm, no foul. And it will be interesting to see if the gearing that he ran on this morning was maybe a little bit taller, because when a rider says they feel more comfortable with something, a lot of it's based off of throttle control. Gloddy had gotten by, and he did get by. It looked like Toth was trying to fire it back up underneath him. Those two guys out in front. Oh, no! What have we got? It looks like David Kolstad is one. Jack Roach is the other. They've both gone down into turn 1.
So the first of our leading group victims hit the deck. They're going to try to get restarted after Ben Gloddy has set the fastest lap of the race at a 1:36.0 last time by the stripe, in 3rd spot now. Could it possibly be?
He's only done 36.6, so this is probably going to be a 36.3 or 4 probably, if I had to guess. So, you know, and the thing is he's able to hold these guys off. It's 36.403, so that's his best lap of the race. But he's doing it on his own, like you said earlier. He's not got anybody to help kind of draft, so really impressive. But see how quickly they can close back up. Now, he's just got to keep doing what he's doing here. Look how much he pulls away on the exit of turn 1. Now Cody Wyman is taking the chase. He just needs one good, solid, clean lap through all this. And if he can pull out a second and a half in the twisty parts, then he can kind of be home free a little bit.
And Jason, we talked about how important that gearing change was going to be for Tyler Scott. Cody Wyman has the same mentality. He wanted to make a gearing change and really get a better drive out of 5. Greg, I know you just mentioned that. And the last turn, because these are the most important. They're the biggest exits. The gearing change felt really good in the warm-up. Today, not so much strategy for the race. He knows that these competitors can be so unpredictable. He's really trying not to overthink things and just really rely on those instincts.
And he goes to the lead. So Cody Wyman off of a double, triple draft, and things are starting to really mix up right now as Wyman leads Gloddy and the number 58 of Toth, and all of a sudden Scott finds himself in 4th, Jay.
Yeah, but Toth was the guy that I thought did a really nice move there. The first 2 guys went through, and Toth just let the lever off to continue to go with the 2 Kawasaki's in front of him, and that pushed Tyler Scott from 1st straight back to 4th. Now yesterday it didn't look like the KTM was quite able to draft these guys the way they were able to just do that to him going down the front straightaways. You can see Toth now taking the fight to Ben Gloddy as they go into turn 7. So these 3 guys on the Kawasaki now are trying to show a little bit of pace themselves, and see, we'll have to keep an eye on where the lap times go to now.
Wyman going right with them. This has been Cody's deal, the 34, most of this race. Oh. Is he going to try around the outside for the lead? What a move, but he's so wide, he's going to be able to gather it back up. Losing momentum on these smaller displacement motorcycles can be a disaster. So an aggressive move around the outside for the 34 doesn't pay off. Not this time.
He just wasn't able to quite get the bike turn. I didn't think he was really going to go around the outside, but he must have got such a good drive down there that he was able to pull that off. And but Cody did okay. He's got right back on the back of the 58 now.
What a great job Max is doing at this point.
Yeah, if he can just get a little bit closer, huh?
Yep.
2 to go this time by, and you can see a lot of movement down the front straightaway between all of these guys as they come. They're going to look at their boards, and most of them are going to know there's about 5 in the battle right now. Cody Wyman's drafting on the left-hand side of Toth as they go down into 1. He's not going to be able to make that pass, and they're going to kind of fall back into this place they started coming onto the front straightaway.
Max Van is so close to just latching on. The SportBikeTrackGear.com sponsored Ninja. He's there, and he is learning from the 5 in front of him. But it's still Max Toth leads the way, a 1:36.6 last time by. Who's had 2 DNFs this season.
Cody Wyman just got out of shape. That's going to help Max Toth. He's not going to know that, of course. He runs it in there nice and tight. You can see this little gap has created. If he can lead him down out of that last corner now, Greg, that's a big enough gap. I think he can hold off to the finish line unless these guys do something really amazing through this last right.
Cody Wyman trying to close the gap with a whole bunch of riders behind him. Here they come. It's the dash to the checkered flag. Can Max Toth hold on? They start fanning out. Everybody looking for a draft. Wyman pulls out. He leads it over, and it's going to be Wyman who wins from Ben Gloddy. Toth on the podium, and fastest lap of the race goes to Tyler Scott, a 35.9 in fourth place. Lamandry Jr. and Max Van, your top 6.
Just unreal. What a last corner Cody Wyman ran. He was so fast through the bottom of that last right, and this is going to be a nice little payback from him. He beat himself up pretty bad last night after finishing 4th and being so close, but this is a big win from him. Last year we saw him finishing 5th and 6th. We saw him leading some races, but this is going to feel awful good for him.
In the end, you see the margin of victory, 0.049, a blink of an eye, and Max Toth just a little over a 1/10 of a second away from his first win. Tyler Scott on the fastest lap of the race, 0.2. So Cody Wyman wins this one.